Are you ready to take a look at your new dream gaming setup?
I can't wait, man. I'm so excited.
3, 2, 1. This is my subscriber Faison, and this is his potato setup that has outdated specs, a beaten down desk with holes in it, and lags during gaming and randomly shuts off. So I'm going to spend the next 3 days tearing it all down and build him his dream gaming setup, packed with a decked out custom MSI gaming PC, a new premium desk, and upgraded gear. Welcome to Season 11. So on day one, I started packing everything so I can make my way down to Faison's house. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit everything into my truck, so I had to rent a tiny U-Haul trailer, and I put all the heavy and bulky items like the desk in there, and the rest of the setup gear went into my truck bed. And then I drove 2 hours down to Irvine to meet Faison. This was my first time hauling a trailer, so I had to drive cautious to make sure all the gear, myself included, arrives in one piece. Well, Faison was still at school and he wasn't home, but I was greeted by his little brother, Rizwan, and he took the liberty to give me a quick tour around the house.
This is the bathroom.
Okay.
And then this is my brother and my room.
And then this is your brother's side over here?
Yeah, that's his current gaming setup.
Yep, I've seen the photos. Exactly just like the photos. He also showed me his current setup, or lack thereof. My guy's rocking a Chromebook and a desk from Temu.
And then these hinges, like...
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it does not.
Play any games on the Chromebook?
Yes, there is this knockoff Minecraft. It's called Mexicraft.
Mexicraft?
Yeah, it's like a knockoff Minecraft, but it's super old. It's like Minecraft 1.5.
Oh my god, are you playing
edition.
in 3 FPS? What is that?
12 FPS
12
actually.
FPS? While I was steadily losing brain cells playing on that Chromebook, Faison has finally arrived home.
All right, you can open your eyes.
Whoa, dude, you're taller.
Thank you.
You're taller in person.
Awesome seeing you. Thank you so
Likewise,
much.
man.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How was school?
Pretty good. Just
Good.
had a math test.
His setup has seen better days. It's outdated, there are holes in the desk, some of the gear is falling apart, and his games are constantly stuttering. So yeah, let me run me through your setup, man.
Absolutely.
See what
This is
we got
my
here.
setup where I play, do everything, schoolwork, everything.
I think I'm a little too tall for this chair setup. Let me see. Oh wow.
You can
Okay.
lower it.
there's
Yeah.
air inside. Okay.
It's just like a little foam, yeah.
First, we gotta check out the cable management. So.
It's very bad.
Let's see.
Nothing down there, but then it gets worse.
Okay. Yeah, it's as bad as I feared. 3 out of 10 is my
I would say that
is
worse.
my score. Did you like get hungry one day and started eating your wrist rest?
I know.
What happened
It's
here?
just, I think when I sweat with my wrist, I like rest it on there and then it just falls off. I like
Okay.
scraping it sometimes. It's fun.
All right, let me guess what happened here. The black one was out of stock, so you grabbed a Sharpie marker and you wanted to make it black, but you gave up halfway.
Close. My dad likes black. I tried. It too time consuming. So I stopped halfway.
I figured. Your first issue was use the Sharpie instead of paint.
Yeah.
Paint would have been.
Of course,
Would
yeah.
have been easy. So what's wrong with the PC?
As you said, it's a dinosaur, quite old.
Okay.
When I open Fortnite, say I launch Fortnite, it crashes in Fortnite. If I have nothing else running, say I open Discord in a browser, it starts lowering down. If I'm endgame during scrims, lowers down much more. Sometimes I barely get 30, like
Are we
drops even
talking
lower.
high settings? What
No,
are we
no,
talking?
basic, it's performance, everything low.
Oh, performance. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a lot of freezes and stutters?
Stutters, freezes less, but a lot of stutters.
But needing the new setup isn't why I chose him for the makeover. I mean, sure, it's one of the qualifications, but his answer to one of the questions on the interview is what sealed the deal.
My parents have been working really hard for a long time. For as long as I know, they've always tried their best to provide me the best life for me and my brother, the best of their ability. I really think with a good setup, I can achieve my financial goals and retire my parents. This is really important to me because my dad hasn't taken a vacation since 2000. That was the last time he took more than a week of vacation. I really think with a good setup and me achieving my financial goals, I want to have my dad not worry about his finances for a long time. I want my dad to live out a great life with me and my family.
That's very heartwarming and wholesome.
Thank you.
And just reassures me why I'm in the right place.
Yeah,
So I picked the right candidate. And with that, it was time to take apart his old setup, giving me a blank canvas to work off of tomorrow morning. Faison's dream setup was heavily inspired by Kieran from Setup Wars episode 313, who also won the seal of approval. He's into the dark walls combined with natural wood tones and a splash of greenery. So I took elements from that setup and designed something that fits Faison's needs. That's the reason why his bedroom has black walls. I took the liberty of hiring painters to come in a month before to paint the entire room. I figured, why would I waste an entire day waiting for the paint to dry when I can have it done before I arrive? I know black is not exactly a popular choice for walls and it's very difficult to pull off. However, for this specific setup, we had to go with a darker backdrop and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Top of the morning, everyone. It is now day 2 and I get to finally begin building Faison's dream setup. But I only got 2 days to do it. Now, usually I have my wife here helping out building the setup with me, but unfortunately, she had to stay home and watch the kids because they were sick. But lucky for me, I did find a replacement.
What's up, guys?
You guys remember Arya from the Micro Center videos? Well, it turns out he actually lives nearby and he offered to come and help me build the setup. How close do you live?
Like 10, 15 minutes away.
Who would have thought? I feel like you're everywhere in California. I feel like you have multiple clones scattered across the cities in California. And whenever I need help, you just send one of your clones over.
You never know.
I appreciate you helping out, man. Lunch is on me, by the way. So with that, Arya and I started moving in the setup gear from outside. Unfortunately, I do have a disc bulge on my lower back, so I have to wear a back brace to help support heavy lifting and minimize injury. The desk and frame were the heaviest items of the entire setup, and I can't thank Arya enough for coming to the rescue and helping me bring these inside and up the stairs. This would have been extremely difficult to do just by myself. The rest of the components were packed in boxes and it was easier to move inside the house. I'm really glad that Faison's dad moved both their beds downstairs because it freed up so much space for our lights and filming equipment. Can you imagine what this room would look like with 2 full-size beds? Now that all the gear is inside, I have exactly 2 days to build the setup. All right, so you got the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
All right, call me if you need help.
All right.
Luckily for me, I know exactly what the setup's gonna look like because I worked closely with my boy Danny from our Discord server to 3D model the entire setup, which took over 2 months, and it's now my job to bring it to life. Since Faison was into the natural wood tones, I knew slate panels were necessary. Now, I didn't go with the usual brown wood tones because everyone and their mothers have them in their setups, and besides, that would have been too overpowering for that corner space. So instead, I got the black ones. Not only do they blend in perfectly with the color of the wall, but the texture makes them stand out just enough to where it transforms the entire wall and makes it look like a completely different space. Okay, the accent wall's done. What do you think, Arya?
I think it looks spot on.
I think I'm glad I went with the black color instead of the walnut because it would have been way too much brown in this setup. Because of the material and the texture, it gives it just that subtle pop against the black wall. It's gonna look sick with the setup, trust. Then I moved on to the other wall where the setup goes against. I used these popular 3D art panels I found on Amazon, however, they only make them in white, and white would have looked terrible on the setup. So I did what I normally do to stuff I don't like. I paint them. Now that the panels are done, we still have one little issue to fix. Well, that's where these come in. Using these light bars, I was able to fill in the gaps and also add a bit of lighting to the setup. Yo!
Let's go.
Let's go! That looks clean. This setup is gonna look so damn sick once I'm done with it. Faison is one lucky kid. I've always said this in the past. Every great setup has a centerpiece. Something that steals the attention once you walk into the room. The wow factor. The centerpiece of my setup is my custom wall-mounted water-cooled PC. And for Faison, I had just the thing.
Wow.
The black wood pieces complement the wall color, but the outer rustic oak frame adds a nice contrast for the art piece to stand out and also match the table. Now it's time to add some decor. Building a complete setup isn't about just slapping gear together and calling it a day. It's about finding that perfect balance between function and form while adding personality to make it yours. The first stop was a pegboard from IKEA. It fit the space perfectly as it offered a convenient place for Faison to store his gear, but I also added an RGB strip behind it so that it has a nice underglow. Since Faison is into cars, I added a plexiglass art frame from V1 Tech with its very own spotlight right above it to give the wall some ambient lighting. All right, check this out. Bam! So we can adjust the brightness. We can also adjust the temperature of it. So whatever Faison is feeling like, you can just use the remote. We can also set it on a timer and have it turn off automatically after 15, 30, 60, or even 120 minutes. This is an absolute vibe right now. And then we have the final piece, a blueprint of the original iPhone 3GS by Grid. These are extremely popular, and I think one of the reasons is because it tells a story. Whether it's your cherished first phone or a landmark model that defined an era, it's a very cool, nostalgic art piece, and it's why it fits with literally any setup. If you guys want to pick one up for yours, use the code TechSource to get 15% off. If you guys remember, Faison had an old IKEA Lindemann tabletop that had holes in it and it was falling apart. And the desk was actually the first thing he wants to upgrade. What exactly is wrong with your setup?
So, firstly, the desk, as I said before, quote from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's book, Becoming Kareem, everything starts with a really good base. That, I think, really correlates to a setup. The desk is really need a good solid desk. I've seen many times in setup wars, people have really small desks where everything's just crammed. Desk is what you can build your whole setup off of.
Faison was right. A great setup begins with a solid foundation, and that is exactly what I'm giving him. You won't find any cheap IKEA stuff here, just the best quality sit and stand desk on the market. I'm hooking him up with the Vernal standing desk. Since Kieran's setup was the original inspiration behind it all, I had to give him the walnut finish, which looks amazing against the black walls. I also want to promote a healthy lifestyle for Faison, so he's able to sit and stand whenever he pleases. The desk can go up to 131 centimeters and supports 160 kilograms, which is enough for all the gear that I'm gonna put on it and then some. Using the control pad, he can choose from 3 different custom height settings, and the desk has collision protection built in. Check this. If something is in the way of the desk while it's moving, it will automatically stop as a precaution. Oh, I almost forgot. I got a matching monitor riser to go with it. This will help keep the desk nice and tidy by storing some of his gear under here. One of the reasons why I went with Vernal is because they have a ton of add-ons and accessories to choose from to build your very own setup. And because it's all from the same brand, everything matches together, achieving this beautiful, cohesive look. If you guys saw Setup Makeover Season 6, then you know I left my subscriber with that god-awful chair. Leo, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry, okay? I'm so sorry. Since that episode, I've been upgrading my subscribers' chairs all the time for every setup makeover, and I'm gonna continue that. Faison definitely needs a new chair, that's without a doubt. He is gonna absolutely flip when he sees his new chair, the popular Sihu Doro C300 ergonomic chair. This thing has built-in dynamic lumbar support. It moves with you. A lot of ergo chairs don't have that. They're static. I mean, my guy had terrible posture playing Fortnite because his chair doesn't have any lower back support. And this is a problem for long-term use. The Doro C300 is made out of this comfy mesh material, which is gonna keep his body cool during the summer, which is perfect timing. I also love the fact that you can lean back without having to adjust the chair. Flexible backrest, seat depth adjustment, 6D adjustable armrest, and a headrest are just a few things that make this chair the perfect choice for Faison and his new setup. All right, ladies and gents, it is 6:22 p.m. on day 2. Me and Arya are cooked. We're gonna call it a day. Plus we're losing a lot of sunlight. So the plan is to come back tomorrow morning, bright and early, to finish up the setup and finally surprise Faison. So I couldn't get much sleep last night, partly because of the excitement. We're getting really close to the end where I can surprise Faison with his dream setup, but also I've been thinking a lot about Faison's little brother's setup as well. The fact that he had a crappy little Chromebook that was barely able to play bootleg Minecraft destroyed me. It made me sad. How can I build his bigger brother a brand new setup and not do anything for him? You know, it doesn't seem fair. He seems like such a sweet little kid, and he was so excited to meet me in person. He even ranked me in his top 5 favorite YouTubers. So who would you say your top 5 YouTubers are in order?
In order?
Yeah.
Okay. To be honest, Mr. Beast is number 1.
Okay, that's fair.
Number 2, obviously you.
Why is it obvious?
Because you're the only other YouTuber I watch like every time they releases a new video
No way.
with my brother. And then number 3, I have Mr. Who's the Boss. And then number 4, I have Faison.
The fact that you put me above Mr. Who's the Boss is impressive. So I thank you.
5, he's a Minecraft YouTuber.
I probably know him.
Caman18.
Never heard of him. That's fair. I'll take it. Number 2, right underneath Mr. Beast. Hey, I'm doing something right. The problem is, I don't know what to get him. I don't know what he's into. So I kind of went undercover to try and get as much information as possible. What about a laptop? Are you into laptops?
Yes, the MacBook Pro.
Oh, you like a MacBook? Ew. So if you had to choose between a MacBook and a gaming laptop, what would you pick?
MacBook.
Why?
Because I could take that to school. I can use that for my schoolwork. But if I take the gaming laptop to school, the battery will die on me.
Oh, so it's more for portability and stuff. The fact that he chose a MacBook over a gaming laptop makes me respect him even more, because that tells me he puts school over everything else, and I love that. So when Arya gets here, we're gonna head out to Micro Center, which is only 10 minutes away from here, and buy him a MacBook. That way we can surprise him at the end of the setup reveal. Speaking of the devil, looks like he's here. Top of the morning. We're going to Micro Center.
Wait, what?
You have so many questions. Let's go. I'll fill you in later. Crazy to me that we are so close to Micro Center. Like, I still can't believe it was 10 minutes away. I always drive an hour and a half for Micro Center. Oh, so here are the MacBooks. Which one should we get him? I don't know anything about MacBooks, by the way. Do you know anything about MacBooks? What do you think is a good model for him? MacBook Air? Okay. Yeah, because he wants to take it to school, right? It's got to be between the champagne gold and the silver. What are you thinking?
Thinking of silver, he's got like a silver.
Silver one, right? You can't go wrong with silver. Okay, I think this is the one we'll pick up. 13-inch. It's got an Apple 10 core M4, 16 gigs of memory, and 256 gigs of storage. 18-hour battery life. It's gonna last them the entire day, or multiple days actually. It's funny because I'm literally here next week shooting another Micro Center video, but I'm gonna have to drive out an hour and 30 minutes next week, unfortunately. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Micro Center is opening up a new location in Santa Clara. And I may or may not be there sometime in June. So if you guys are in the area, be on the lookout for my announcements and stop by and say hi. I might have a very special giveaway in that video. No promises. Beautiful, yes. Yep. Thank you so much, Pablo. I will see you literally next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're back.
We got that PC video.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. All right, take care, man. Have a good one. I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I know he's gonna love it. He's gonna absolutely flip. So last night I found out that Arya renewed his Diamond subscription on my Discord server.
Arya's Diamond.
No shot! Arya's Diamond?
Yeah.
Since when? This was today.
Right now. Like
Oh, just now?
Yeah, I check it like every day, a few minutes.
My boy Arya just became Diamond on the server. Appreciate the support, homie. I appreciate it. And for those of you who don't know, I have a Discord server where you can directly contribute to the channel by subscribing. And there are 3 tiers. There's Gold, Platinum, and Diamond, where Diamond is $100 a month, which is a lot of money. And I know Arya's situation, okay? He's currently going to school and he's looking for a job. So that $100 is a lot of money for him. But instead, he'd rather pay for a Diamond subscription, which is another reason why I love this guy. You know, like he helps out with the Micro Center videos. He comes out and helps me put together a setup when my wife couldn't make it. And he doesn't want anything in return. So I want to do something nice for him and compensate him. So I got some money over here, $500. It's not much. This is all I have on me right now. And I want to give it to him just as a token of appreciation for always being there and helping out the channel. So Faison actually messaged me the other day. He said that you became a diamond subscriber again. But you renewed your diamond subscription.
Every now and then I just change it.
Why?
Oh, why not?
Don't you need the money?
Give back. No, I'm fine. Chilling. Income's running through. I'm chilling right now.
But you're looking for a job.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's job different from the one that I have right now. I have a job obviously at the bakery.
Okay.
So until I get my certificate and whatever.
But still,
then from
$100 a
there-
month, bro. You could say that. Put it towards your college tuition, right? I mean, it's going to be expensive. I appreciate the support, dude. Honestly, you do a lot. No, you do a lot for me. So I don't want you to keep spending money.
All right.
Unless you want the perks. So cancel the subscription.
I'll cancel.
Go back to platinum.
I got you.
Okay, that's you being here and helping me out is more.
I got
than
you, man.
enough. Okay, I appreciate that though. No, seriously, thank you. But I also want to give you something for helping out. I was gonna save to the end.
No, don't. Please don't.
It's gonna be just a little bit.
Please don't.
Just a little bit.
Not
money.
again. Well, thanks
It's a
again.
3-day job, bro. So
Well, thanks again, but next time, please. Don't.
don't worry about it, bro. The PC powering Faison's setup is an absolute beast. We're talking about a full custom MSI gaming PC. We got an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, 265K, and an MSI RTX 5080 gaming trio graphics card. A monumental leap from his original potato system that was running an outdated FX processor and an RX 580 graphics card. To put things in perspective, the RTX 5080 is about 400% faster than the RX 580. So he's gonna enjoy playing Fortnite in 1440p epic settings over 200 FPS. On top of that, I've also hooked up Faison with one of MSI's flagship boards, the MEG Z890 Ace motherboard. We also got the MAG Core Liquid i360 cooler, all packed inside the MPG Gungunner 300 airflow case with an MPG A1250GS PCI 5 power supply, which has plenty of headroom for future upgrades. Since Faison wants to be a day trader, he's gonna need more memory in the system to help with multitasking. That's why I packed in the Lexar Aries RGB 48GB DDR5 memory running at 8,000 megatransfers per second. He's gonna have a lot of tabs open, so having extra memory capacity is gonna come in clutch, not only for productivity, but for gaming as well. I also hooked him up with a whopping 4 terabytes of storage thanks to Lexar's NM790 PCI Gen 4 M2 SSD, with speeds of up to 7,400 megabytes per second read and 6,500 write. The drive is going to not only help Faison's PC boot faster, but also load his games faster, which means less time loading up Fortnite. Thanks to MSI's Easy M.2 feature, installing the NVMe drive was a piece of cake, and it's gonna help him expand his storage easily in the future whenever he wants. From the built-in I/O shield, which saves installation time and prevents headaches, to the cable management support in the back of the case, it was the perfect choice going with MSI components. You see, Faison is a complete noob when it comes to building PCs, so having convenient features like this in the PC is gonna help him maintain and upgrade his PC in the future. And if you guys want a chance to win a badass system like this, then you're in luck, because MSI is hosting a giveaway campaign called Build for Glory, where they're giving away tons of MSI PC parts to help you upgrade your very own setup at home. Make sure to click my link in the bio if you guys want to participate. You know, the gaming PC is great and all, but if you don't have a fast enough monitor, you won't be able to take advantage of the specs, which is why I'm upgrading Faison to a 34-inch ultra-wide QD OLED gaming monitor. With a 3440 by 1440p resolution, 175 Hz refresh rate, and a 0.03 millisecond response time, the monitor will be able to keep up with his PC, providing him a fast and responsive gaming experience. So at this point, we are more than halfway done with the setup, but also half of the day is gone. One thing I didn't mention is that Faison's birthday is actually coming up at the end of May, so surprising him with a brand new gaming setup would be the ultimate gift for him, which is why I have to make sure everything gets finished on time and nothing goes wrong. I think the monitor has a scratch. You're blocking the shadow. Look.
No.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah, right there. It must have gotten scratched on the way here somehow. That's unfortunate. I packed it in the original packaging too. Like, I'm just hoping it's not visible when the monitor is on. At this point, there wasn't much I can do. I didn't have any spare monitors laying around, so I had to power through in order to finish the setup today. since Faison wants to be a day trader, having multiple monitors is essential. However, in order to match the aesthetic of the setup, a smaller 15-inch monitor was the only option underneath the ultrawide without ruining the entire look and functionality of the setup. Faison is also getting hooked up with a new arsenal of MSI gaming gear: the Forge GK600 TKL wireless keyboard, Versa Elite wireless mouse, and the GH50 wireless headset. It was officially 3:41 p.m. and Faison gets home in 10 minutes. We were running out of time and the setup isn't complete yet. We still had to work on the cable management, making sure all the cables are concealed and they don't get in the way of anything, especially when raising or lowering the desk. Attention to detail is everything. That will make or break a setup. Even the smallest things need love and care, like using small cable clips to route the cable from the RGB strip behind the pegboard in between the slat panels and using channel raceways to cover the cable running towards the outlet. All right, ladies and gents, we're a little past our deadline. It is now 5:16 p.m. on day 3, but it is finally showtime. I'm gonna go get Faison's parents first, get their reaction, and then bring Faison and his little brother in. Let's do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Amazing. What did you guys turn this in room to? My god. That's gonna be Faison's new setup, huh?
You think he's gonna like it?
I think he's looking for it. He's just jumping up and down.
Yeah, he's ready, he's ready. All right, Rizwan, go. Take him over there in the corner. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh my god, it feels like it's a whole like I'm in a whole new room with this. Wow.
You think he's gonna like it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Close eyes.
The star is here. Is your heart pumping?
Oh my, you don't want to know.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, this is insane! Ed, you cooked! Insane! Oh my god! This is awesome!
You wanted the wood theme, you like the greenery as well.
Man!
So I threw in a mix of those plus some RGB lighting. to
Ed,
make it
this
pop.
is sick!
Thank you very much. We upgraded your crappy desk. We got you a
Absolutely.
Vernal sit and stand. Check this out.
Oh my god!
You can go up as high as you want. Cable management's clean. Take a look.
Oh, that's nice. That's like perfectly hidden.
You like it?
Ed, this is crazy.
Walnut isn't the only material they have available. In fact, they have a wide variety of styles and sizes to choose from. If you guys want to pick up anything from the website, make sure to use my code on the screen to get a discount. You like it? Custom PC, big upgrade from whatever you had.
You made this?
I did. Custom PC from MSI. We got a Intel Core Ultra 7, 265K processor.
Let's go, Intel.
And
bring them back.
MSI RTX 5080.
Let's go, 50 series GPU. Oh, and an iPhone breakdown.
Take a look. Get closer.
Pegboard. This is awesome display.
Explore your
Is it
setup.
display, right?
That's a V1 Tech poster.
Oh, nice, bro.
get
MSI
closer.
headset. This is insane,
Try out the
Ed.
keyboard. Let me know if you like it. The feeling of it.
So smooth.
Nice and thocky, huh?
The Edifier speakers.
How sick are these speakers? Look at the lights.
They're so nice.
These aren't just any ordinary speakers. They are the Edifier QR65s. 70 watt, superior sounding premium speakers wrapped in leather-like material, built-in 65 watt fast charging, and infinity lights that can be completely customized to any color. Final rating out of 10?
Yes, no, this is like, I can't even rate this. It's too good.
Thank you, sir.
Ed.
You like the sound diffuser on the
Oh
top?
my God.
Oh,
that
yeah?
is actually perfect. This is so awesome, Ed.
Nice, nice. Also, check this out. You got a light bar up here.
I know,
You
I
can
like, does it have
adjust-
the adjustable temperature?
They do, right here. The monitor light bar isn't the only thing he can control. In fact, all the lights in the setup can be controlled with a smartphone app, and the lights from the peripherals and the PC are controlled through MSI Center's Mystic Light software. Through here, Faison can customize any lighting effect he wants with a touch of a button. And the cool thing about MSI Center is that there's a section dedicated to hardware monitoring. So Faison can stay on top of his PC's components, like checking out the temperature, clock speeds of his CPU, GPU, and overall usage. It's no doubt Faison is going to enjoy gaming on his new setup. No more holes in the desk, no more outdated specs, and no more stuttering or crashing on Fortnite. All thanks to MSI.
So this is what you've been cooking up for the past 3 days.
Yes,
This
so
is sick.
come here, Rizwan. Obviously, this is your brother's
Yeah.
setup, right?
Yeah.
I can't come here, build an epic setup like this for him and not do something for you. So I got you a little surprise, okay? Wait here.
Rizwan.
Oh my God.
Rizwan.
Close your eyes, close your eyes. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God! Thank you!
16-inch
Thank
MacBook
you.
Pro.
Oh
God,
my God!
16-inch MacBook Pro.
I've been wanting this for the. I told him if he
I heard.
me, and I go, we don't have the money to pay.
Oh my. Oh.
A MacBook Pro, Zan. You got a MacBook Pro.
Thank you.
That's like literally the best icing on the cake.
You're too much, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
We
Ed.
were never able to.
Thank you so much.
I
Really appreciate it.
Taxors is the best YouTuber ever. He's better than Mr. Beast.
Oh, I moved up on your list. Where am I number 1 now?
You're number one.
I'm number 1? I don't believe you.
You have to.
All it took was just buying you a MacBook to
No.
beat Mr. Beast?
No.
So what else did it take?
Your amazing personality.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. So this
You're
guy's
welcome.
such a wholesome guy. How could you not give him a MacBook?
I like just lost for words.
All right, looks like my job here is done. On to the next contestant for Setup Makeover. If you guys are into Setup Makeover content, or if you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like. And if you want me to come over to your house and build you a badass setup like Faison, then make sure to stay tuned on my Discord server and my Instagram for updates on the next application. Huge thanks again to MSI for supplying the PC and the components. Huge thanks to Vernal for supplying the desk. Thank you to Lexar for the memory and storage. Huge shout out to Edifier as well for these badass speakers. Micro Center, you guys came in clutch for the MacBook. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Danny, for the 3D models. Of course, a huge thanks to my Diamond supporters on my Discord server. You guys make these videos possible. And thank you to my amazing staff team on Discord for going through the application. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the setup makeover. This was one of my favorite ones to shoot. So
Best.
make sure to subscribe if you want to see more.
As always, see you in the next one.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.